Leo risings. The card that I pulled for you for the theme of major arcana for February is the Hierophant Pope. And the first thing I'm hearing is, are you practicing what you preach? Is what you're saying actually true? Or is it just from your own biased opinion? Are you actually coming from a genuine place of mercy? Or are you just speaking into a hollow echo chamber? Very deep, very, very deep. I'm also hearing that some of you are feeling more pressure than ever to perform a certain way than how you truly feel about the state of the world around you. And that's some really heavy weight on your shoulders there, sir or ma'am. And that's some really heavy weight on your shoulders. I really do feel for you. Let's figure out, what are your symbols to let you know what to look out for. We have zombie. Oh, interesting. Interesting. We have zombie. We have the hen. We have an island. And you know, it's been pretty popular, so I'm going to pull out a fourth one. And we have nakedness. And oddly enough, I'm being told to pull one more. Interesting. Lots and lots of symbols and signs for you. Leo, have you been feeling like a zombie lately? Like, have you been feeling like you are just walking through this world with no form of your own autonomy or control of your own body or your own thoughts? Like, when I think of a zombie, I think of someone who is brain dead, and they're kind of part of this mob sheep mentality of I guess I'll just blindly walk through this all until it's over. When I think of zombies, I think of the fact that zombies are dead, but they are undead, meaning they are completely dead inside, right? Intellectually, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. However, they are undead in the sense of they're still moving about through the world in this vegetative necro state, and it's not helpful to them, and it's not helpful to anyone around them. So I get the feeling that lately you've been feeling kind of like a zombie. And this month is going to have you ask yourself, why do you feel like a zombie? What are you doing that's zombie-like behavior? Because zombie-like behavior is not like Leo. And I think that one of the ways that Leo shows that it's not in a good emotional regulated state or in a very confident vibrating state, it's not in its organic state, is definitely this feeling of their light has been dimmed. Like the lights are on, but nobody's home. Or this zombie like, I guess I'll just do it. That's not Leo. Leo likes to be, they like to be vital. They like to be on a stage. They like to be big. They like to take up space. They like to be expressive and creative and very, very, very outwardly expressive. And zombies to me are not necessarily outwardly expressive unless they are operating from a place that is not authentic. And I think right now, Leo, you are feeling like you're not operating authentically. And tying that back to the Hierophant, especially for the group of you that feels like you are behaving or performing in these higher influence positions that is going 100% against the grain of your organic self, you really are feeling like a zombie, and you have my sympathies. You really do. However, when we think of this state, we have to think of a hen. But when I think of a hen, I definitely think of, how can you shake this feeling? How can you let your hair down in this moment? How can you show up authentically for yourself? And as a matter of fact, this is the first time I'm using this deck, so I want to know, what does this one actually mean? So, a hen. To dream about hens predicts pleasant family reunions and the comfort of the home. This can also represent your inability to let go of a problem or a fear. Oh, interesting. Leos, are you afraid of being your true self because you'll be knocked off your stage, your pedestal, your platform? But you know that what you are speaking out into the world, or what you are representing, or what you are acting like, is 100% not in alignment with how you really feel. I think the month of February is you trying to find a way to get out of this zombie, not organically yourself state, and getting into a state of finding yourself again. I feel like right now as well, you kind of feel isolated, like you're on your own island, like there's nobody that can understand you, and nobody can relate to how it feels to be in these positions where you are expected to behave, perform, speak in one way, and it's truly not how you feel, nor is it truly how you want to be, but you're too terrified to accept that if I'm authentically myself, does that mean I'll be bumped off my pedestal? Does that mean I'll be bumped off my stage or bumped off my platform? And one of the things I know Leo, I'm assuming, is really not fond of is having their happy place of being front and center absolutely stripped from them. So you do have my deep sympathies on that. But my friend, I'm going to tell you right now that when you take that fall, and actually I'm going to start with the fall. Eventually at some point you are going to fall from grace if you continue to keep behaving this way. And there's two ways that this can go. So I'll read it the original way that I pulled the cards. Either you can force yourself to embrace the nakedness of who you really are, and then you can fall from grace in a way that you got to control the outcome and you get to control where you land, or this will be forced upon you. If you continue with this, you're going to build resentment. And if you build resentment, you're going to start behaving in a more lashed out, reactive way. And then you will be falling from grace. And when you land, you're going to feel very, very naked. Two very distinct things that you need to keep in mind here. So I think February is asking you to check in with yourself and make sure that you are really in alignment of what it is you're representing. Because you're going to be presented with something in February that's either you can choose to expose yourself and be naked, and then you're still, either way you look at it, you're still going to fall from this pedestal, platform, whatever the case may be. I'm not wishing that literally on you guys, but metaphorically speaking, you're going to be taking that fall. You're going to be taking that step back. And this to me is more empowering and more proactive than you being forced to fall from grace. And you don't know where your butt's landing. And then by the time you land, you just feel very, very naked. In my personal opinion, I'd rather rip the Band-Aid off, be exposed and naked within my own control, to which I can control my narrative, and I will fall, and that's fine. But at least I know where I'm falling. So very interesting month for you guys. Very deeply thinking. So let's figure out, what are your symbols for this month as well? Usually these are my symbols, but for you guys, I was asked by Spirit to pivot and to give you just that extra information that nobody else got. So let's start with your symbols. We have coins. Are some of you being influenced by money right now? Listen, I'm not going to sit here and judge you for that because the way of the world is, but just keep that in mind. We have door, and then we have ladder, and then we have grapes. Interesting. You're the first pile to get 4 of these. So I want to see what the spirits had to say to you so badly. As mentioned before, I feel like some of you in these positions of power or influence or fame or high levels of followers or followings, I think you guys are starting to feel the pressure and the weight of being boxed into an image or a brand or a voice that really is not your own. Or your voice, your image, your beliefs, your opinions, they have changed. But because the platform, the business, the branding that you've created is so heavily based on one thing, you don't know how to pivot. And I have a lot of deep sympathy for that. So like right now you're operating in a very zombie-like, not true to yourself state. And it's starting to feel like you are isolated on an island than being part of an actual community. So I think right now, Leo, you're definitely trying to figure out how to exit this inauthentic, unorganic way of existing that you know is not true to you. If there's one thing I know about Leos and Leo risings is you guys are the sun. Like the sun cannot pretend to be the moon. It's just not going to work. It's not going to work, hon. The sun cannot pretend to be Saturn. That's not the point of why the sun exists. The sun exists to take up space and to be on a platform that is inspirational and authentically true to others. And when you feel, Leos, that you're not doing that, it feels extremely foreign and unnatural, which is, zombies is unnatural. That is an unnatural stasis of being. Humans die and we should not be reanimated. Being on an island by oneself doesn't feel very natural to most Leos that I know. I'm pretty sure you guys would not like being on an island isolated by yourself for a very long period of time. So definitely resonate with that. With the coins though, I am going to say if you're being influenced by money, hun, I'm not going to sit here and lie in February, whether you proactively step down or you are pushed down. You are going to take a small dip in your money, but But surprisingly enough, money from a different place that you didn't expect is still going to come to you. So have some good faith in that. And that's because a new door, I'm gonna even put a window, a new door or window is waiting for you to walk through it. Opportunities are waiting for you. So if you've been wondering, how can I pivot? How can I quit this image branding business that no longer is in alignment with me and it's no longer my truth, or it really was never my truth to begin with? How am I going to do it? Just do it. There's another opportunity waiting for you anyway that is calling your name. Also, I love this because it looks like bank doors. I feel like this new opportunity is going to be directly tied to you getting more and better money, more money that makes more sense and it feels better. You know, I'm hearing not all money is good money. And I feel like right now, while you're in this Heirophant platform zombie state, the money you're getting from this current state that you are in of this acting job, this public speaker, being on being an ambassador for a brand, whatever it is that you're currently doing, that you are representing someone else, it's not authentic. This is not good money. It really is not good money, honey. It's better money is coming when you just step down. Just step down. Because if you fall down, if you are pushed down off the stage, this is going to be a little different. The other thing too is you are going to get pushed off this platform, this whatever metaphorical platform that you're on, but a new ladder of success is going to show up for you. I also will say this, if you see physical coins, if you see doors with circles on them, specifically doors with circles, not just regular doors. So like if you see doors that have like any type of circular engravings on them, or like a door with like a circular doorknob, or a door with a circle in it, or like a door with a circle window, that is a clear indicator that you are definitely on the right path and your opportunity is waiting for you. If you see ladders, particularly ladders that are propped up towards the sky, propped up, like going up, that are actually propped upright, that means your opportunities are coming to you pretty closely. So Leo, I want to give you full encouragement, my love. It's okay to step down. It's okay to fall from grace. It's okay to lose your way, get knocked off a pedestal, and then have to start all over from a sense or a place of nakedness. The only way now from there is up. If you land on your butt, now you can go up. There's only one way. You can't keep further falling. That's the most beautiful thing about this. So I think in February, you're being asked to free fall. Free fall. Me personally, if I had to fall, I would rather choose to fall than to be pushed, but that's up to you. Just know that the ladder that will be presented to you after you fall will be climbing you to success. Now, grapes. When I think of grapes, I think of one enjoying the fruits of their labors. I feel like right now, Leos, if you guys are in a scarcity mindset, which is why you're still holding on to this position, job, whatever it is that you're representing, because you need the money, hun, this new job or opportunity is going to be so luscious. It's going to be so good for you that you're going to have much better fruit. You're going to have much better coin. You're going to have much better opportunities. You're going to have a much more successful fast track climbing of your career, the way that you love, the way that makes you feel most authentic. Grapes is a time to go out and have fun. Oh, I love this. As simple as that. I think Leos, you guys are being asked to definitely go out and have a little bit of fun to kind of break this up before this, before you decide to step down or before this falling, for those of you who are stubborn, because I know Leo's a fixed sign. So if you are sitting here being like, I'm not going to listen to this girl, she's full of boo-boo, that's on you, hun. And I wish you well on the way down, and I hope you got a butt cushion. So yeah, let's see what the month of February has in store for you. So the first week of February, we have the 8 of Pentacles, another Hierophant card. Oh my gosh. You cannot make this up, y'all. You really cannot make this up. Oh, you cannot make this up. And I just got one more. So you're lucky you got one more. First week of February, you're going to be working hard as you usually are. You're going to be nose to the grindstone. However, if you notice, there's one coin that is not put up on this wall yet, and you're working on another one. So here's what I'm thinking. The first week of February, you're already committed halfway to some project, business, interview, podcast, whatever it is that you're already committed to, commit. Just commit. Close that out. Finish that last little coin. Get your last little coin. However, this coin, you're going to save this coin and put it off to the side. You're not going to work on this yet. So this is either savings, or you might decline something and save it in your back pocket. So meaning like, a good example, just super random. Let's say you got invited to a podcast, but you got invited to this podcast on behalf of representing the current company or thing that you are representing. And you're like, I really want to be on this podcast, but I don't want to be associated with the thing I'm currently representing. I would politely decline it. And then I would leave some type of professional, open-ended verbiage that's like, at this time, I'm thinking about pivoting in a different direction. I do apologize for canceling. However, should the time or opportunity arise where I can be on your show again, I would love that. They're going to be fine with it. That's how you save your face, right? These are already the things that you've completed, and you got money coming your way from this inauthentic thing. That's fine. You are going to have to, bear the weight of that for a while. I'm hearing up until August. So it's kind of like the scarlet letter A is what I'm saying. So like whatever you did to represent this brand, this company, this platform, whatever, you're going to be unfortunately tied to that reputation for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. 7 months is July, August. So I would say by August, you can reach back out to this other commitment thing and you should be fine. By then, you should be able to have your new reputation, your new branding, whatever it is that's more authentic to you. What are the odds, y'all? What are the odds? Clearly, you're getting a big fat sign from the universe. In the second week of February, you are going to be put in a situation where your authenticity is absolutely going to be challenged. And it's going to be challenged publicly. Sorry, Leos, that's the image I see. But here's the thing, right? Before you open your mouth, because if you look at this Hierophant, the mouth is closed. The face is stern. You're thinking really hardly, and you're like already in position, like you're ready to go. You're about to open your mouth. You can still choose to not say the thing, and you can still choose what is right for you. And I think that's what you're being asked. The second week of February is like, you know what? No, this is a no for me. I don't want to do this anymore. And rightfully so. The third week of February, you're going to move on. You're just going to clean cut, very quietly, very amicably part ways with whatever this thing is that you are representing. And you're just going to move on, and you're not going to look back because you know that that's not for you anymore. And the future ahead of you is what's great for you. Even better, you'll be able to even take some things with you. This could be social networks, maybe your platform, maybe your branding, maybe your royalties. I don't know what it is, but you are going to be able to take some very vital resources with you to your new destination of who you want to be. Very happy for you. Also, I will tell you that this fall from grace, or this proactive of stepping down, is actually not going to be as catastrophic as you think it's going to be. It's actually going to be really quiet and really peaceful. So I will say this, if you choose to step down, you will have a much better time saving face, and you will have a much better time of doing damage control on your particular branding of you, not necessarily who you were tied to this current position, job, or whatever it is that you are with right now. Like, you as a person is going to be salvageable. And I love this for you. Now, if you get pushed from grace, this is going to be a leaving with some shame tied to it. It's not going to feel nice. It's not going to feel warm and fuzzy. It's not going to be outright dramatic, but it's not going to feel warm and fuzzy. And that's going to be a lot longer of a reputation that you're going to have to fix than you just stepping down willingly on your own. By the end of the month, a good friend or a good group of friends, I'm going to say two things. I think you're going to have somebody from this current situation you're in that you actually didn't realize really, really, really admired you, or it was inspired by you, or really wanted to be your friend. This person's actually going to pop up in your life and make you feel really good over the course of I'm hearing the next 6 weeks. So end of February, all the way up until the first week of April, this person's actually going to come back and bring you some I hope you get better soon flowers. And this person's actually going to make you feel really, really good. You're going to be kind of in a moment of oh man, I don't like this. This person's going to make you feel really good. They're going to make you feel loved again. They're going to make you feel you're good. You're actually going to really enjoy seeing this person. On top of which, if you handle this person very well, for some of you specifically, I'm hearing that this is either your agent your brand marketer, your social media manager. It's someone that was operating the front end of the branding for you that you were tied with. They are going to be able to salvage your community. So when you pivot, if you do make good relations with this person's actually going to help you very, very well. They're going to be able to salvage your community of hardcore followers, loyalists, whatever you want to call them, and you'll be just fine. If you abuse this person, you're going to have a really hard time with this, and you actually might be the person going back to them and apologizing. So I just want to be clear about that. But by the end of February, my love, you're basically going to be you're going to bounce back. Like, honestly, you freeing yourself, this is going to be a very cathartically freeing moment. And at that point, you're going to be like, look, I don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. So I have nothing to lose at this point. Like, I've hit the bottom. So at this point, I can take whatever risk. I can be whoever I want to be at this point. And I love this for you. So end of February, take that leap of faith. It's all going to work out just fine. Let's get you some self-affirmation cards. Oh, what do we have here? We have passions. We have passions. We have powerful star. We have recharge. And let's pull one more. Oh, we have communication. Love that. And one more. We have acceptance. Love, 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 love this. Okay. So I'm going to start with the acceptance one first because I just think that this is so impactful up here. If you accept yourself for the mistake of going on too long with this inauthentic presentation of yourself, if you can accept that this is definitely going on for too long, this whole situation, the entire month of February, is actually going to work out much better for you with this pivot and transition. If you are having a hard time accepting that you need to step down, this is going to be a little bit harder for you. Again, you can either choose to force yourself to be naked, aka expose yourself, and step down gracefully, or you can be in a situation where you will be pushed off and then you will be feeling very naked and very much alone on your own island. So I would say the first thing you want to do is have an honest accountabilities talk with yourself of acceptance and then go from there. Acceptance. To have total acceptance of others, I must first gain full acceptance of myself. So I allow myself to live as me, not how I want others to perceive me. Nothing I do is upsetting, embarrassing, or intolerable. I am simply me, and that is good enough. I love that. Love that, love that, love that. Come on, Leo. You're the one that be preaching stuff like this to the rest of us zodiac signs. So don't forget to don't forget to accept yourself. Now I'm going to go back to passions. Passions. I think the first week of February, as you are closing out this final inauthentic project that you already committed to with this current brand, you're going to start asking yourself this first week, what are my original passions that that got me started in all of this anyway? Or what are the things I'm not passionate about anymore? It's just that simple. What are the things that used to make me like, ooh, I'm a tunnel vision and grind and get my nose to the grindstone? And what are things these days that just feel daunting and meticulous and I just don't want to do it anymore? That's what you're going to be asked that first week of February. Pursuing my hobbies and unique interests is not a waste of time. My hobbies bring me pure inner joy and my interests light up my spirit in fantastic ways. I dismiss societal pressure and simply allow myself to enjoy the things I like. Yes, yes. The whole point of this reading, getting back to you. Getting back to your authentic self of creativity, passions, endeavors that really spark joy for you. Right now, you're feeling like a zombie and in a daze, and you don't even recognize who you are. I love this for you for the first week of February. Second week of February, you're being reminded that you're a powerful influence. It's how you got to this Messiah throne. It's how you got on this platform. It's how you got on the stage. It's how you got this huge social media following. Obviously, there's a reason that all of these people love and support you. And I'm pretty sure that you will be able to build that again. And you might be delightfully surprised that, Leo, you're magnanimous. Literally magnanimous. And this is the first time I've been able to say that word. So that's a big deal. You are going to attract no matter what you do. It's just a matter of what do you want to attract. And because you're a powerful star, you're a sun, you're literally ruled by the sun. And that is one of the most powerful stars in the solar system itself. It's not even a planet. So think about that. Powerful star, as I gaze into the big blue sky above me, illuminated by Earth's life-giving star, I hold my head back and breathe in. I allow the sun to touch my skin, and I feel its power flowing into my spirit. I take its light as a source of revitalizing energy. I think for you, by the second week of February, this whole thing of like falling from grace or choosing to step down, I think this whole thing of like falling from grace or choosing to step down is going to be presented to you the second week of February. Definitely sometime around Valentine's Day, sometime between the 10th and the 16th is what I'm hearing. This is when this is going to happen. You can choose. You get to choose. Choose, my friend, and I hope you choose wisely, and I know you will choose wisely because I have full faith in you. Just know that when you decide to move on, you are going to feel so recharged. You are literally going to be calling back your radiance and your light and your magnanimous personality and all the things that make the sun the sun. You're going to be calling that back to you, and you're going to be in recharging mode that third week of February because you're getting prepped for that next phase of taking an absolute leap of faith into the unknown and doing something new, but being completely okay with it because it's authentically you. So just know that third week of February, recharge, take care of yourself, sit in silence, don't turn on your phone, don't go on social media, don't Google. If you're super famous and watching this, thank you so much for watching me, a small little channel. Yeah, definitely disconnect from the outside world. 100%, I know you people who are famous have assistants. Make your assistants take everything offline, in the sense of like, take your phone, don't look at any of it and just recharge. Do the things that you are passionate about during that third week of February that bring you joy, that are going to relight you as the sun that you are. I am allowed to take breaks. When a task is causing me stress, I will take a deep breath, put a hand to my heart, and step away. This allows me to gain a perspective, recharge my brain, and work more efficiently in the future. I love that. All right. Last one is communication. I'm hearing between the last week of February, particularly the 28th, all the way up to April 1st, you're going to be in communication with somebody. I'm pretty sure it's this person who's had your back. I'm pretty sure it's the small person that you didn't even know of, or you did and you treated them badly. They're either going to have your back or they can make this really complicated for you. There's going to be a lot of communication towards the end of the month with your people who are representing you. There's going to be a lot of communication with people who inspire you. Just lots of communication. Healthy communication is meaningful in all relationships, and I realize that I must express to others how I desire to be communicated with. I manifest people that will expand my thinking, make me laugh, and bring me happiness into my life. Oh my gosh, I love this. So taking this back really quickly to this whole like, you guys are always going to be in some type of position where you are being looked at, watched, admired. The point is all eyes are always on you, right? And with great visibility calls for making sure that you are behaving and acting in a way that really is in alignment of truly you and what you believe in. And furthermore, if you are a speaker of any kind, you really need to be in alignment of your authenticity at all times. At all times. Oh my gosh, I love this. Actually, this kind of started off a little worrying, but actually I love this for you, Leo. Very transformative. Very, very transformative. Let's get you an empowerment card. The window of gratitude. I really, really love this. The window of gratitude. And let's pull one more. And the ancestral wisdom. When I think of the window of gratitude, I think the biggest way that you can save face and save yourself from this catastrophizing thought in your head that your reputation is going to be ruined or your image is going to be ruined. I think the best thing that you can do is have gratitude. Have gratitude for your followers. Have gratitude for all the people that got you there. Be grateful for the experience. Give thanks to the people that have helped you in this moment. And then accept that it's okay to step down. It's okay to move on. I think the more you sit in gratitude, especially at nighttime, I'm hearing journal. So for you Leos that love writing, which is so interesting because I'm literally getting this doubled in the communication. I'm being told that during this fall from grace, and I'm not trying to fearmonger, but it's literally how it keeps coming up in my head. For those of you who are processing the aftermath of this, the best way that you can do that is by, right before you go to bed, start a gratitude journal. You will get, if you start a gratitude journal and check out from social media and online stuff, this is going to pass by so fast. This whole shabam is going to pass by so fast. Also, by practicing the gratitude, you will be calling in all of this new opportunity energy a lot faster to you than you would if you sulk in this energy. And Leo's naturally not a sulker. So let's see what else we have to say. I am grateful. My gratitude fertilizes the gardens of my life. My relationships blossom as I offer genuine appreciation. My attitude of gratitude is a window that shows the brightness of my soul. Oh, I love that. I love that. A grateful Leo is a radiant Leo. I love that. Ancestral wisdom. Point blank, you're being asked to take what you learned from this experience, good and bad, and just make sure that you apply it to your next experience. Don't jump off this last week of February just foolishly. Just don't do that. It's okay to have a childlike or naive or, wide-eyed, excited energy, a very youthful type of energy with stepping into this next phase that you're going to go into, but don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Use the wisdom from this experience to better elevate yourself and be a better performer, be a better speaker, be a better ambassador, be a better, motivational being. That's it, quite frankly. Let's get you a realist oracle card and see what is another thing that you can work on this month. In their shoes. I really do love this. Interestingly enough, I'm hearing two parts to this. One, think about all of the people that you impacted by not being organic and authentically yourself. Imagine being in their shoes and seeing you on this platform. They wouldn't feel good about that, right? Like it doesn't feel good. And then also think about it from the perspective of remember when you were in their shoes and you were inspired by somebody else like you. I think that's another way that you can look at that, which I love that. So in this moment of, moving on, I would say, think about being in their shoes. Think about your current followers and your loyalists. If they knew that you weren't being authentic, how would they feel? They would feel kind of cheated, right? The same way you feel cheated. And then also remind yourself, remember when you were in your old shoes looking at somebody who inspired you. Why did they inspire you? And are you showing up that way? And if you aren't, then figure out a way to show up in that way. Love, 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 love this. Oh, so many cards. Actually, I'm going to put this card. I'm going to put that over there. All right. Last one, Leo. Oh, we got this one. And there was a card. There we go. So we have these two cards. I love myself, I respect myself, and I accept myself exactly as I am, period. Yes, yes. I don't need to say anything else to that. I already feel like I've beaten that to death, point blank. We both know that you're not doing this energy right now. So this is a reminder that be that person. Respect yourself. And ending this off, I am here at this present point in time by no mistake. Do know that this was absolutely necessary for you to step into the next journey of your chapter, whether by choice or by force. And you are not here by mistake. You are here by divine planning. You chose to be here. Be here. Show up. Show up. Show up as the real you, please. Oh, Leo, I love this. Thank you so much for coming to today's reading. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to read your February 2025 month ahead. I'm actually very excited for you. I can't wait to see the changes that you decide to make that are for your better and highest good. Thank you so much for this time. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.